Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome to my spectacular audience. I want you guys to just come on in, come on in, come on in. I welcome each and every one of you all. So kick off those shoes, make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. Whoa, look what has just happened to my wrap. Really? Well, let's try to tuck it back in. Just want to say thanks a million for chiming in. And like always, please, I think I got it. Please like my videos. Please share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Turn on the notification. You have just chimed into Tracy Smalls, and I want you all to just come on in and let's have a conversation, not just a monologue, but a conversation. So I'd love to hear from you guys. And I want you all to always remember that life is all about a mind game change, which stands for mentally igniting nonstop determination. And I'm going to say it again. Life is all about a mind game change, mentally igniting nonstop determination. So I wanted to come in on today, give you your word of inspiration, the inspiring words, your medication that is for today. And it is basically talking about the fact that sometimes we just have to knock down those blocks. Sometimes we've got to just knock down those building blocks that we have been building. All the blocks that have been built for us, and it has been with us from childhood to teenage years, young adult, middle age, elderly. We just never get too old or older. I take that back, not old. I just like using the word old, but we can never get too older to tear down building blocks that serves us no purpose. We have to be mindful of what those are that is just laying dormant. It's not serving us no purpose, but we're still utilizing it in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day world that sometimes just don't have us being as fruitful as we need to be. And if you ask, well, Tracy, what exactly do you mean? Let me give you an example. I remember years ago, I find myself, like there were some mornings when, I hopped out of the bed. I just didn't feel like making the bed. Okay. But what happened to me internally was the fact that I had this guilt, like this guilty feeling that I carried around that day until I got back home about not making the bed. So I literally had to visit and revisit and figure out, where was it or why was it that I was having these ill feelings, on the mornings that I just didn't make my bed. So lo and behold, as I thought about it, it dated back to my upbringing as a child. It was like before I could leave that house, it was required for me to always make the bed, no matter what. So then I got where, as I got older, I would just sleep on top of the bed because I didn't want to make the bed. But I knew that that bed could not be left unmade before I walked out of that house. I say that to say I'm 10 years later, that ideology, that concept, the thought of always having to make the bed, it was embedded in me. I carried it with me from childhood up into adulthood years. Now, did it make any sense or was it applicable to my life in its present state that I needed to feel guilty of beating myself up about, not making up the bed as a grown woman? Absolutely not. There was no need to feel those type of feelings. So I literally had to tell myself, have a conversation with myself, reprogram the way that I thought about, the fact of having my bed made before I left out of the house. And to tell myself, I had to reprogram my conversation and tell myself, okay, Tracy, so what? You don't feel like making the bed. It's okay. So what? It's not made. Does that make you less of a woman? Does that make you less of a human being? Does that make you less of a mankind? Does that mean that you have to have a horrible day where you're regretting the fact that you're even alive, or where you're beating yourself up because you did not make the bed up? No, that did not mean any of that to me, and it should not have never. But I say all of that to say that, oftentimes we carry around these mindsets. We carry around these cliches. We carry around, these baggages and these building blocks to our lives. And a lot of times it doesn't make the sense that it needs to make, so that we can flourish, so that we can be of infinite blessings to other people, so that we can soar, so that we can leap, so that we can jump, so that we can hop, so that we can be of an expansion and expand to the greatness and the greater things in life. Sometimes it puts us in a state of halt where you just still. It ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't moving. All because of the mindset and the belief system and the building blocks that was placed before us as we grew up. I say all that to say sometimes we just got to knock them damn blocks down, knock them down, knock them down. If it doesn't make any sense and you can't rationalize with it and it's not benefiting you, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to say it has served my purpose or it did not serve a purpose, and it is now time for me personalize it. Tracy Nicole Smalls to create my own personalized blueprint around whatever it is that I deem possible. And same thing is applicable in each and every one of your lives. I want you guys to tear down, knock them down, kick them over. Those building blocks to your life, whether it was spiritual, how you was brought up and felt or taught about spirituality, about money, about wealth, about love and relationship, about finances, whatever. Reevaluate. Get courageous on today. I want all of the courageous people to just stand up and give a shout out and say, yes, I am going to be courageous. I am going to tear down those building blocks that has no longer or is no longer serving me purpose. Yes, I am going to recreate and reinvent my own personalized blueprint that is going to allow me to just soar like an eagle. That's what I want you guys to begin to make the transformation in and about. Tearing down what is not applicable to you, that is not serving a purpose. Alrighty? So I wanted to just, come in and share that very brief synopsis with you. And to always remember that, yes, you can become all that you want to be. For surely you are impregnated. I am impregnated. We are impregnated with awesomeness, with possibilities. But we got to get courageous and we got to get in that delivery room. Get in the delivery room. It is time to give birth. It is no longer going to lay dormant in your life, in my life. So I want us all to remember, it is time for birth and it is time for delivery. It is time to get outright courageous. Alrighty? And be that extraordinary person that you have been created to be, that unstoppable person that you have been created to become. Be that unforgettable person that you have been created to become as well. Always excel and think outside of the box. Alrighty? Tear those blocks down, tear them down, tear them down. So until next time, I want you guys to be easy out there. I truly appreciate you all for chiming in. The words that I utter out of my mouth is just, it underestimates the amount of love that I have for you all. So again, be courageous, tear those blocks down, tear them down. Bam, you got to go. Bam. The way I thought about love and relationship, knock it down. The way I thought about health and wealth, spirituality, knock it down. If it was embedded in your way of thinking and no longer serves you a purpose, me a purpose, us a purpose, bam, got to go. Pop back up, reinvent them. Alrighty? Take care. Love you all.